Welcome to Bullcrafting, episode 4. Is this number 4? Oh, it's number 3? I thought it was number
4. Hold on, and I'll check. I'm pretty sure this is our 3rd time. I don't know though, but let's go to my channel and find out. Let's see. Go to view channel.
Scott, that was a little intro I had hidden on my old TikTok account, and I managed to download it. Hi, Charlotte. Thank you for coming in.
You're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, my brain's fried. Don't mind me.
Charlotte's here. Scott's here from the world America.
Oh my God, it's that Scott. What are you doing watching us when you should be enjoying your cruise?
I know, right?
For waste management, that's what my kids would do. I forget how they did it. They go like this. They go like this. You know, and it's like, how are you over there throwing gang signs? They're like, it's waste management, Mom. They're making fun of the people who throw some gang signs and shit. They're like, because it's garbage in there.
Like, oh, that's right. This is a W. I'm sorry. W.
W. M.
Hey, Ann.
You have to do the W and the M. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Just one's up, one's down.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get flagged by YouTube for throwing gang signs. A couple of middle-aged white women in the middle of the day.
We'll be gabbing.
Oh, mercy. Miss Ann's going, what did I just walk into? Hey, Beaky.
So if you guys are wondering why you're seeing my face and not my table, oh, come on. You got to open up for me over here. This won't open for me.
This is a change to my table. Let's see if I can do that.
I know you're showing comments on the screen and normal people can see it, but at the moment, I can't see nothing.
Oh, okay. Let's see what I can fix.
I don't know if you can fix. I think it's just me because I'm on a phone and I'm not on a... Oh, look at Miss Ann laughing. Hello, lovely ladies. Hello, Miss Ann. Okay, I got it. I got it open. I can see my side comments. I see Miss Ann now. But you're... Hey, y'all. I'll be lurking while diamond painting. Cool.
Yeah. And then, Scott, episode 4. Hey, that means this is the first Star Wars movie, right?
This is what?
Wasn't the first Star Wars movie actually episode 4?
I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars person. Okay, you know what? I need to put do not disturb on this phone. Yeah,
I didn't do that, so
I need to.
I think I've talked to everybody this morning already, so.
He just screen recorded me dabbing. Cool. Let me do it again,
guys.
Ready?
Oh, shoot. No, one more time, Linda. Hang on. Wait a minute. Not that one. Not that one. This one. With this. Let's put you. Oh, come on now. I want to make you the big. Oh, well. I can't make it work. It's okay. Helicopter. That's not good. Okay, guys. What I'm going to be doing while Linda tells us about her day. I'm going to play with kind of a job I've got right now. Let me turn it around. I forgot. It's upside down. Whenever you do sublimation, typically you have to do it on something light colored, like a light gray, light blue, white, something like that, that has to have a much higher polyester count than a cotton count. 100% cotton. You can sublimate on it, but it's going to wash right out. You've just wasted your ink, your time, your shirt. But I've got this special heat transfer vinyl that is for sublimation on dark fabric. So we're going to try this today for a good friend of ours. Oh, ooh. Y'all recognize that name, I'm sure. So I am going to go over to my heat press real quick and get it heating up so we can get this thing started.
Get it going in the house.
Oh gosh.
There you go. Cool. I'm not easily embarrassed, so that's all good. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that, because then y'all will find something one day and then I'll be like, oh God. Did I say that?
Did I say that?
I do that?
Who, me? Mm-mm.
Never. So I'm working on an order also.
Yes.
Don't know. I'm working on a commission here, and I don't know how exactly I want it to pan out, but kind of like this. And I think that you can't see the yellow, so I think that I should have done it in brown. So I'm going to try it again in brown. I did it with watercolor markers, and I don't like how thick it looks. I'm going to watercolor it anyway, just to see what it looks like. So I'm turning it over and doing it so that I'm not wasting cardstock and stuff. So let's see. So that's what I'm doing. I'm over here playing with the Cricut. So if I can't see what you're saying and stuff, it's because I've got Cricut open up the phone over here.
Well, I
Right.
am preheating my shirt to get all the moisture out of it first.
And I thought I would be able to see the comments. You know how, like, most people, when they're in StreamYard, they should be able to see everybody's comments?
Yep.
Oh, look. Guess what?
Did you find it?
I found the comments. It takes the video away, so I can't see you. But
That's okay. I'm not doing anything.
now. Can I highlight?
Right.
I wonder if I can highlight them.
I don't know about that.
Well, let's find out.
What else is coming? Try it and see, sister. Anne's laughing at us again. Hey, Zach. Oh, from the pool, you dog.
Guess what I just did?
That sounds really good right now.
You see what I just did? Do you see what I did? Look what I did.
Okay, Stuart, what did you did?
Look at the screen.
I saw that. All right, guys. Fixing to check my placement on this. Make sure I've got this right.
Did you see that?
One more time.
Talk to the microphone.
You better stop, girl. You're going to stick that way. All right, guys, I'm laying down my HTV, okay? That's the heat transfer vinyl, and it's white. We're going to set it on here. Try to get it centered.
Okay, I can't take it.
Yeah. You can either do this on a white HTV, or you can do it actually on white glitter sublimation vinyl. But I don't think Ron wants glitter on his shirt. But I could be wrong. Okay, we've got it on. I've already done the lint roller on this shirt. Just in case, because I know somebody's going to call me on that. And
I can't take off the thing. I can get them on there, but I can't take them off.
Okay. Let's see who's next. No, just me. Yeah, I'm the only one. Scott said I'm the only one that can highlight them. Yeah. And I was right. I knew you would catch that. Now, what we have to do, though, is this is a cold peel. So I've got to pull this off of here. And I'm going to lay it over here on my handy dandy table that I haven't put anything on yet to cool off. What you working on, Miss Linda? Got your Cricut going?
Yeah, I got the Joy going. I'm working on these cards here.
Yeah.
My brain isn't wanting to play nice today.
Well, I worked the last 2 nights, of course. Hadn't been to bed yet. Thought about a nap this morning, but my phone had other ideas because it has not stopped ringing since I got home. And okay, we got that. Right now, it just looks like this. Ta-da. Placement looks pretty good.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yay! See what I can do.
Look what I can do.
All right, guys, what I'm fixing to do now is take a print that I had printed on sublimation paper with sublimation ink, and I'm fixing to lay it on top of this white and tape it down, and then we're going to press it. But first, we've got to heat up our heat press a lot. We're going to change our temperature. We're working in Celsius today. So we're going from 155 degrees to 200 degrees.
From what to what?
This is on Celsius now. From 155, I'm going up to 200 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to press it for 50 seconds.
Okay, why are you working in Celsius and not Fahrenheit?
Because that's what my directions are in. And all I have to do is hold down a button over here, and it changes it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. If I had to do math, I wouldn't do it. It's just easier that way.
I'm
All
just
right.
curious.
Because I'm a little lazy.
Well, no, if the machine, if your instructions are in that, then I see that makes sense because then you're not messing things up.
Yeah. Well, it gives me a range. I always err on the side of more hot than not. Like I could go from 190 to 200 degrees Celsius. I'm just going up to 200. And says for 45 to 50 seconds. So I'm going to set it for 50 seconds.
And
Now,
they have instructions with Fahrenheit?
No, all this is in Celsius.
Okay.
This is what came in the HTV. This is the HTV Ront brand HTV for sublimation on dark fabric.
Okay. Why does it want to unload? My project ain't. Make it again. Let's try this again.
Yeah, if you don't pull it out, it should just go right back over where it's already done. So,
Well, it made me unload it. It said I didn't do anything, and it said your project's done. I'm like, what? You didn't do anything. What do you mean you're done? Let's try this again.
Yeah, that's what she said. Let's see here.
Oh, wow. Okay. You said that to me. Okay. Oh, my God. Like a peanut over here.
Oh, gosh. You made me snort, Linda. It's too early for snorting.
So, yeah,
Okay,
done.
we're at 200 degrees and 50 seconds. So ready or not, it called for heavy pressure though. So I'm going to do something a little bit sneaky. I've already got an extra pad on here that I keep, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this wooden cutting board under my pad. That's my super secret sublimation trick.
What is it again now?
It's a bamboo cutting board. It's not real thick, but it gives a nice hard surface for additional pressure with my heat press.
Oh.
Unorthodox, maybe, but it works most of the time. 90% of the time, it works every time. And we're going to ease this in here. Okay, and then we're going to hit the button. Did not have far to go down because there was nowhere to go. Let's see who else has come in and laughing. Oh, Floaty Boaty's in here.
Hi,
Angie.
Floaty Boat. I mean, hi,
And
whatever.
Tiffany's in here.
Hi, Tiffany. For those that don't know, Canadian Family Life is Tiffany, and when she says floaty boaty, she's talking to whatever floats your boat.
That's Angie. Yep. I
Angie,
think
okay.
she added me on maybe, I'm not sure. Or TikTok. I don't know. I'm trying to get my TikTok more active. That seems to be a thing. So okay, let's see what we got here.
I'll be over in. I'll be screened down in a minute or two,
Okay,
maybe.
let's see what we look like. I can see our print through. I know that you like it whenever your print shows through on the other side.
I do, yes. Hi, Jimmy.
So
Yeah.
our print has come through. Ooh, a little warm.
Yes, I friended you on. Okay, I don't know who she's talking to, but okay. Might be me, might not be me. I don't know. Might be you.
Yeah, she's probably talking about me. Yeah, about friending me on there.
He's here.
Okay, guys, you ready for the surprise? The reveal.
But Denise, Jimmy's here.
Hey, Jimmy. What's up, dude? What you think? Can you see that, Linda?
Yes, it
Is that
worked. Good. I get by with a
I'm
little help from my friends.
my
Ooh,
fans? Oh, wow, the chat jumped.
and
Hello,
it,
Jimmy, darling.
I just
It's so
need some love. Can it be anybody?
anybody.
I just. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, wait a minute. No, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Ron, you just missed it. I'll show you since you're in here now.
Jimmy is channel surfing.
Ta-da!
Oh
I used one
no,
of your shirts. What?
Angie, you got the same problem I got. Hi, Vicky. Angie says her sublimation printer is clogged, so she can't. She's having a problem I have.
Yep.
See, there's so many people you would not know, so she can't use it. There's so many people that are out there doing other things on here, but they do
Yep.
crafting. I never know it. Like, see, there's more of you like me out there than we want to admit.
Oh, thank you, Ron.
Yes, like Jimmy said, smash the
Hit
like
that like
button.
button.
Ron says, "Oh, I wouldn't miss my crafting buddies." Oh, we appreciate you. Don't make us get mushy. That's
That's Vicky's job. She's
no
the mushy one in the bunch.
the other day, and we're gonna remove mushy from her. We're gonna remove mushy from her. We're
I
gonna
don't
just call
know.
the food is here.
The food has arrived.
Yeah, she was going apparently she was going through a really hard time, so she's kind of bittersweet about the mushy thing. So
Yeah, I get that.
and she had just lost her
I
dad and everything.
understand. Yeah.
Hey, we're so happy you joined us, whatever floats your boat. Ron says, "Denise," except he says it with a male voice. I can't do a male voice. Wait. Denise.
Vicky.
Denise. Then he said, "Ah." Sorry.
Let's see. I know what I could do is I could theoretically go ahead and print another one and make the other shirt. I've got 2 shirts to make. Uh-oh.
I can't believe this design did that. Why did it do that?
I don't know.
Probably I
Did it
didn't
mess
pay
up?
attention. Hmm?
I did did it mess it up or is it okay?
It'll be all right. It just won't be. It'll be for the purpose I'm making it so I can see what it looks like with this way.
Mm-hmm.
It'll work. But for the final product, it wouldn't. But for,
Okay.
you know, so I can see what the heck it is doing, what it looks like, so I know if that's how I want it to look.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder if I had changed this to say the farm adventures if Ron would have noticed.
well, now they'll be looking for it because you said.
Darn. I should have kept my mouth shut. I've learned to turn off the bleed though. Whenever you put the bleed on there, it makes it look kind of blurry. So I'm going to go ahead and print off another copy of this, and we're going to go ahead and do another shirt from beginning to end. Ron said, "Listen, Linda, listen."
Well, yeah, now that you said it, right?
Look, I never said I was smart.
It's a smart ass. Oh,
Just a smart aleck.
now why did it only draw that? Oh, okay, it's going back.
You know how
So
weird it is.
Cricut
Watching
is
it
just
cut or print. Yeah.
it,
Go
it,
ahead.
it's crazy things. It puts things in your project that shouldn't be there too, like cut marks. That I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
where did that come from? That shouldn't be there. I didn't put that there. Why is it there? Crazy. See, I think I like this way better. Yeah, I think this is going to be the way, but I'm going to have to make it align up better. So, like, Vicky, if you're listening, so like, I'm working on this one, and I did
Oh, that's
it.
cute.
I'm doing it with right now. I have the glitter pens drying it out, and when it did it in yellow with the glitter pen, you really couldn't see the boot.
Uh-huh.
And her colors are purple and gold. So
Yep.
I'm like, well, now I'm gonna draw. I'm having it draw in glitter in the brown glitter pen the outline of the boot, and then I'll color in the yellow for the gold
Okay.
part. That's gonna look better than just a yellow boot that you can't see any details or nothing to. Here, it's done now. I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay. And while doing that, oh, I forgot. While Scott is in here, I got a little mystery package in the mail today or yesterday, and he told me to open it on Bullcrafting. I love how he addressed it. Just Dwayne and Denise. That's it. And it got
Hi,
here.
Eddie's in the house. Yo, 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 Eddie. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, ¿qué pasa?
Chicken burrito, chicken burrito.
Chicken, burrito, burrito, burrito.
Mm.
Oh, you sweet thing. Oh, part of the controversy clan. What? What? We got stickers and a shiny sticker and a button. Woohoo!
What is that about a crafting mug? What?
Oh my gosh, we do need a bull crafting mug. That would be
I
great.
do. With the two bulls up there.
That would be great, actually. I could do that.
And
We
the
could
note
do
says, and the note says what?
it. Just says, thank you for everything you do. Love, Scott.
Oh, did you show
Yes.
what's in the package?
Yes. A button. Ta-da.
Nice.
Controversial cruising button. Oh, it got bent in the mail. That's okay. I can straighten it out. And a shiny new controversial cruising sticker.
Sweet.
And then two controversial or controversy clan stickers.
Woohoo.
It's got Toasty Thursday, and it's got Warm Strong Adventures, and it's got the match game, and it's got the Conscious Cruiser. That's a nice sticker. Very
Where
nice.
does he use Sticker Mule? Is that where he gets his?
I don't know. That's where I get mine. Let me show y'all what I got in this week. That's fixing to start going out with my swag, which reminds me, I've got to make more posters.
Hi, Jory.
Let's see here.
So, okay, let me
That's
show
a
you.
bunch of. Thank you, Eddie.
So,
Go ahead, Linda.
this is how it is with the yellow glitter, the gold, the yellow glitter. This is before I do any coloring. See how you can barely see the boots? But if I do it with the brown boots, then you can see it. And I'm going to color this in, which I'm going to put y'all up overhead though. So I'm going to go like, you're not going to be able to see me for a minute because I'm going to get you set up on the table here.
I
It
like the
should,
brown boots, Linda.
yeah, I like the brown boots too. Her colors, I'm trying to stay with the purple and the gold colors.
Yeah.
So I'll color in the boot yellow and see what that looks like. But so right now I'm gonna go to settings.
I got little buttons, the little 1-inch buttons with my logo on them because
Uh,
they're perfect for lanyards. So these will be our handy dandy cruise favors. Whoop.
that should be up on my table, right? Oh, come on. Lock in. Don't do that with stuff. Lock in.
Hello, Vicky.
All right, let's see what the camera's showing.
Where did my lid go? Oh, there it is. All right, I've got to cut off some of this vinyl so I can make this next shirt. So Ron can see the whole process from beginning to end.
It's what happens when you have a older phone thing. Okay, you guys should be able to see me pretty good, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, the brown
Got
up. Ron. Ron just that's a bunch
Scotty
of
J is here.
oh my god, I'm here. Whoop whoop, hi Scotty J. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. All right, I should have for this. I take the time to write top on it and everything, and then I lose it. That
Yep, I saw you write top on it the other day. I sure did.
I did to make sure, and then like, well, it doesn't do you any good if you got top on it if you're not even putting it in a safe spot. There we go. You got to keep the dust and everything off of those.
Yeah.
All right, so the way I
Okay.
have it now, I can't open the comments up again to see them. Oh wait, yes I
Okay.
can. But then I have to look up over the top on my okay. All right, so anyway, I'm going to cut these apart because these were just trial runs so I could see what looks better. And I'm going to watercolor and do all that because you know, until I'm happy 100%, then I know what I'm going to do for the final product. See, I also thought it'd be cool if I did this and then I did like watercolor background. I don't know
Yeah.
though. Find out. So I'm going to color these. Where'd the yellow go? Okay, here, and I'm just going to color this goldish yellow color. And if I go this route, I won't use the watercolor paper like I just did. Would it be?
Hey guys, what I'm about to do is put this print right here. Ta-da.
I
I'm about to
can't
put it
see.
on a mat, and we're going to cut around it. So let's get a mat down.
Can it be anybody?
I just need someone to love. I get by with a little help from my friend. I
Ooh,
think it goes this way. I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my.
I'm just gonna sing the
Do
ooh
you?
parts.
Do
Need
you need anybody? Stay on. I told you to go off. What did we go down to? 150? Isn't that where we started? 155, I think. All right.
okay.
Ta-da. Put this in here like that. Oh, I just realized y'all can't see that. Okay. Oh well.
You guys are gonna be psychic. This is how we're doing it. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
8
Let's see.
days a week. Hello of you. 8 days a week is not enough to show I care. Yeah, I
I
think
got
I
who
think I
I need your love, babe.
it's true. So I think I'll do like that. And I'm gonna bring this
Okay.
light in here.
All right. Y'all didn't catch it, and I didn't catch it till now. What's wrong with that picture? I forgot to
Can't
mirror
see.
my image.
No.
I did not mirror my image.
Oh, so the words are backwards.
They would be if I pressed them.
Well, they could read it in a rear view mirror. Read it as I'm walking away.
Yeah. Put it on the back. Okay. So I'm going to reprint that correctly this time. Now let's hit the mirror button. There we go.
Go with a darker purple because that's
Printer, printer.
white. Purpley enough.
If you wanted to get really fancy on there, you know, it would look really cute. Crap. We're hanging up on that. Okay. We could emboss, Linda.
What?
Do you have gold embossing powder?
I
Oh,
don't
but
have
you're doing watercolor. You're doing
this ain't
watercolor.
this ain't stamps.
Okay. I'm having a
How
moment.
are you gonna emboss with the Cricut?
You wouldn't, but I was thinking if you had like the embossing marker that you could go over it and then emboss the boots with gold
And
glitter.
I do. Oh, brilliant idea. I do.
Just make more work for me. Gee, thanks, huh?
Oh no. Oh, I do. Brilliant idea. We're gonna try that after I put this see what the purple looks like.
I've never tried it. It just popped in my head. So if it's a dumb idea, don't you know?
Well, that's why you have trial cards. You until you're happy with how you're gonna do it, you
Right.
know, doing the entire setup here. It's like I don't know what color I like. I don't know what, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like see, this purple is too dark now. The other purple is a little pinkish color, but this purple is a little too dark because now my design's not showing up. But it might after the alcohol ink dries because alcohol ink will dry back and the glitter might show through. So I don't know. I don't think I like that. But then again, it depends what the customer likes because
Yeah.
their product. Okay, I do like it like that with the lighter pink. And then let's make that black. Is there a black glitter pen? Oh my gosh, there is.
Oh, an embossing pen or a glitter pen. Okay.
Yeah, the Cricut glitter. That's what I drew these with was the Cricut the glitter pen.
Oh,
So that
okay.
move it, they got some sparkle to it.
Gotcha.
I just need some. I don't like the black.
Okay. Now it's the right way. It's backwards.
Yes, this is why it takes me a little while to get things orders done because it's like they have to like it, but I also have to be satisfied with it. You know what I mean? To put it out there.
Right.
If I'm just making something for myself, it doesn't matter if it turns out or not. But if I'm making it for somebody else, then it has to turn out.
Right.
Yeah, I like this glitter purple like that, filled in like that. We're gonna try that boot the way you suggested with the embossing powder. Of course, we're gonna like that though, if it works, because embossing powder is the bomb. If you're not lazy,
That's what
Linda,
got you. Yep. That's what got you into doing this, right?
that's what sold me on stamping. Yeah, not the Cricut. I was already in love with the Cricut from because I could cut fabric for quilting,
Yep.
and because I could make 3D projects, and which what is that?
I'm fixing to cut my design and then cut the HTV for this. Okay. All right. Now, what it has to do is read these little black marks on the corners. These are called registration marks, and it tells the Cricut where to cut. Guess I can get my shirt ready, huh? Might need to do that.
I don't know if you guys can see it when I do it through the magnifying glass. I don't know if you guys can see it the way I can, or if you can just see it better like this. I don't know if you can see the glittery goodness. But yeah, so like this is just like I said, this is not my final product, my final card, so it won't be like 100% finished. But all right, let's try this purple on this font and see what we got. Trying to remember if I have purple embossing powder.
Hey, Lori, thank you for coming in.
Hi, Lori.
The Toman collection. We've got to come up with a logo. Oh, Angie, you just cannot see the other half of this
Really, I know
of
y'all
this
love
room.
the common collection, but it really my logo is Linda Toman Creates LTC.
Yep.
It's
Let's see here. Okay.
so this purple is just not really a dark enough purple.
We've pressed the moisture out of the shirt. Now Some people don't do this. I do this because I don't trust myself to find the middle. And that is, I'm going to then fold the shirt in half, put it in here and press it again. So I have a nice crease to show me where the center of the shirt is. Okay, let's get back over here to the Cricut. Where you at? Come on.
Here, Cricut, Cricut.
Now I know
Chirp,
it's hiding over.
chirp.
There it
The
is.
thing chirps like a cricket too, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right, I'm not happy. Let's see what this watercolor looks like. I don't think I like that at all. I thought it would look cool, but maybe for the fans, but not, definitely not the boots. Because once I do this, you kind of lose the whole, you can't even see the yellow. You can't even
Okay,
see.
I've got to turn this around. Let's see, we do this on sublimation paper. I guess if I was really good, I would have shared my screen so y'all could see just what I'm doing. Let's see here. Infusible ink transfer sheet. That's what we set for our
Nah,
HTV for it to cut.
nah, don't like that. Don't like that at all. So, all right, let's test the embossing. Let's see. I know I have an embossing pen around here. I have two of them. So,
Okay. Taking this off and I'm going to lay it the other way because it's going to cut across instead of up and down like it did on the other one. So. No, baby. You stay here. My poor little Explorer 3 feels so neglected since I got the maker. I'm sorry, honey. I still love you.
I gotta get me some embossing powder because I don't have any sitting right here.
Okay. I'm going to trim this down.
Oh man, it stopped raining. Dadgummit.
Ooh, I thought you were about to say something else. I was like, whoa, Linda.
I needed it to rain for
I
hours.
know, baby. Yeah.
Mhm.
When you need it to rain, it comes a drought. And when you don't need the rain, it comes a flood. Ooh, I cut that just right.
What did I
Okay.
get up over here for?
Ma'am?
So what did I get up and come over here for?
Oh, I can't answer that question, honey.
Embossing powder. Embossing powder. That's what
Hey, Linda, don't forget embossing powder.
we're gonna play with that too. Guess what I found?
What did you find?
I found a purple glittery embossing powder.
Ooh, pretty. That's what I'm saying too. I just need someone to. Oh, I'd be fine with help from my
Can make lilac. It's the glittery
Oh, that'd be pretty.
glittery goodness. And then
On those
my old
purple butterflies.
so and these pens are old, so I don't know how well they're gonna work. But
Well, don't know till you try, sister.
first things first is when you're embossing, you need to use anti-static powder. So I said to myself, self, let's put some powder down. I can't tell. Let's get it going good. Okay, I can see the powder now. So I'm putting the powder down. I'm not going to do all of them right now, but I don't want this powder stuck to anything, so I'm putting it over the whole thing. What happens is this powder will keep from allowing this to stick. Is my thing plugged in? Yes. Okay. She wants to emboss you. I wish it, wow, it doesn't even look like in here today. It looks like one clear day and is done, Angie. Oh, I need the water, so I need it to rain. I need the rain today. All right, we're gonna do this boot. So I don't know. I haven't used these in a while. I don't know if it's still any good.
This is called weeding, what I'm doing now. I'm pulling the vinyl that I'm not going to use, that's basically the waste vinyl, off of this, because we don't want to iron it onto the shirt, obviously. Man, I cut this close. I mean, whew. I mean, right on the money. There's no waste on this thing.
I'm doing the entire boot in the gold. I'm not
Okay. I
doing
think
it.
it'll look great.
We'll see. We'll do this one set right here, and then we'll see. I gotta do quick too, because I don't want the ink to dry on me.
Yep.
That'll definitely, if it works and it looks good, it'll definitely be her colors, because the purple and the gold. So we're just gonna do those boots right there, and we're gonna see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get us something to put under it. Collect the. I have coffee filters. They're just that I normally would use, but I don't have them right beside me. Why? Don't know. So I'm just gonna use a paper towel here to catch anything that might fall off. I'm just gonna put this right here like that. All right, they lose detail when I do that, so it's probably better if I do just a detail of it.
Okay.
But they're boots.
Woohoo.
Now let's
Boots on the ground.
now let's try one that is detail oriented.
Okay, Ron, you weren't here for the first one. I'm putting this HTV, this heat transfer vinyl, that we're going to be pressing the design onto on the shirt first. And we're going to press this first. Dwayne did not do my nails. Dwayne's a lot of things, but baby, that is not one of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that'll look a lot better.
Okay. All right. Swing it a little bit. I'm going to let it cool off a minute.
Oh, this is gonna. I'm so glad you came up with this idea. See, two brains are definitely better than one.
Girl, especially in our case. Ooh, perfect. Okay, and I've got to change the temperature again. Let's see, we're going up to 200. Remember, we're working in Celsius right now.
Yeah, if you try to do that with only 200 Fahrenheit, it is not going to work.
No, it's not going to work at all.
No.
And the only reason I'm using Celsius is because that's what the directions are in, and I don't feel like doing math. I've worked all night, so.
Now let's put the purple color on.
Okay, now we're going to peel off the, what would you call this, a cover sheet or transparent film? And, oh yeah, that looks good. Ta-da! It's going to work out just right. Okay, let's slide that up a little. Well, I don't know if we can do that or not. Let's put this like this. Like this. Here we go, that work. While this heats up, we're going to go ahead and put our design on top, face down, mirrored. Get it centered just right.
All right, when you're embossing, to clean it up a little, you can use a little paintbrush. Find you a fine point little paintbrush, little rounded tip there. With a, and just go in and use that paintbrush and get rid of the excess embossing.
Yeah. Because if you don't, it'll stick where you heat it, right?
Oh, I could do purple and gold boots.
Oh boy. I don't know what you're doing over there, Linda, but it sounds very dangerous. All right, guys, time to press again. With our cutting board under it again, because that's how I roll.
I'm going to make loud. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah. Okay, you're going to do that too? Do y'all like my hedgehog? Isn't he cute? I saw this on somebody else's page and I had to have one. FOMO! Okay, we're going to tidy up a little bit. Now, Lori's got me all self-conscious, or Angie's got me all self-conscious about keeping my room neat. So I will make sure I clean up after I get through too, because y'all don't see the other half of the room. It's a disaster. Letting that cook. 10 seconds to go. All righty. Let's see what we got here. A manicurist.
Look at that.
Oh, that looks great, Linda. Oh, I love it. Vicki, what do you think?
Oh, you have created a demon. Oh, I like that because that's definitely her colors now. Okay, now I have to try something else because y'all just don't know how my brain works here. It's like, let's go one step further.
Oh boy.
Right? It's just,
Oh yeah.
that's why it's a Linda Tillman create.
Ron, are you looking?
She steals ideas from everybody else and then she goes one step further. She doesn't know how to stop on things. She doesn't know how to listen either. That's why her name is Linda.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Yeah. So now I remember I outlined it with the gold, right?
Uh-huh.
Now I'm putting the purple sparkly in the middle.
Ooh. Very nice.
And I probably should have waited for the embossing powder to cool off a little bit more. So that
Maybe
the
just a little.
underneath will stand out more, but oh, I think that's gonna be beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautimous. Beautimous. Beautimous.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. Let's see if I can have y'all see the magic happen. Now, I lost my definition of the boot. I like the colors together, but I lost the definition of my boot. I liked it better when you could see the boot definition.
I can see the boot definition, Linda.
No, 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 no. See how this boot has this squiggly?
Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about.
When I had just the gold, you could see that. But now that I went over it with, I lost it. So I don't want to lose that. So I want to keep that. So I
Hey, that's
know
a 3. Yeah.
I like the outline. Let's make a note so I don't forget because Linda's brain doesn't work like. Gold only. Listen, Linda. Don't add purple. Yeah, because I don't like that in there. And then for the fan,
Celebrate good times. Come on.
I think if I like you can type the purple like I don't know if she will. Her colors are dark purple, but the fan's outline is dark purple.
Vicky, Vicky. Y'all make it fun to fill orders.
Do what?
Thanks, Angie. I was telling them they make it fun to fill orders. I had orders for those shirts I just did. And I've got a cup. I made a cup this morning and I was disappointed. It ghosted. And I have never had that happen. But
Oh,
it's a
no.
15-ounce cup and I just about have to cram it into that tumbler press. So I think I'm going to have to go back down to the 12-ounce cups. That's what I used for Scotty J's. And the one I sent Scott was a 12-ounce. So I think I'm going to have to go get me some more 12-ounce cups. Well, thank you, darling. Oh, you want to see the shirts again? He go, Law. I did one in gray and one in black. Ta-da.
Okay, just use your normal signature.
Angie, I use a HTV Ront tumbler press. Not a sponsor, but if they want to be. Anyway, because that's what kind of tumbler press I've got and heat press. Of course, I bought my heat press about 2 months before they came out with the new one that has the adjustable pressure on it. So instead of having pressure, I use a cutting board. Because for stuff like the ceramic ornaments and things like that, you have to have really high pressure for the MDF stuff. And I just wasn't getting there with just an extra pad. So I used a cutting board. And it worked. Thank you, Law. I appreciate it.
I wish when Cricut.
Go ahead.
Never mind, my brain just forgot it already.
You wish when Cricut did something. Angie said she hasn't done any. Go ahead.
Drew the text that it would fill it in.
Yeah.
Without me having to go in and add It just, yeah. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'll be quiet.
Now I'm with you. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, Angie's talking about she hasn't done any crafting in forever. I think that's kind of what keeps me and Linda both sane, is kind of jumping into this little world for a little while, even if it's just for an hour a week or an hour a day or an hour 5 days a week.
If I didn't craft, I would be doing absolutely nothing. I don't
Oh,
leave
Jimmy, you were so right.
them all day long. So what am I going to do? Craft. Got to make something. Got to do something. Got to keep that. You know, the idle mind is the devil's playground. So can't keep your mind idle too long.
Yep.
Yeah, that didn't work. That doesn't look like it's going to look right.
Angie, I found my sublimation printer at Sam's. I think I paid $179 for it, or $199. It's an Epson 2840 Eco Tank. Just get an Epson Eco Tank printer and the right ink. But look, I'm going to send this to Linda. We're going to try this on her printer and see if it'll work. It's a print head cleaning solution, and we're going to see if it will open her printer up. You're supposed to be able to run this through, and it will clean your print heads and open them back up.
If it works, it's hallelujah. You'll hear me on here going, hallelujah.
You're right, Law. Creativity does help with stress. Vicki, if you will send me your logo, just send it to me, and I will. I can make it work. Okay, 2840. Yes, girl. I got this on Amazon. So give this a shot. I saw this in one of the groups, on one of the sublimation groups. But the key is print at least one thing on your sublimation printer once a week. Try to use all the colors and just try to print. So even if you're not pressing it that week, go ahead and print it. I've got a folder over here full of sublimation prints because I knew that I would use it eventually, like logos and things like that. And I just went on ahead and printed them off. And even if I'm not home, I can remote into it, and I'll be at work and go, oh God, I hadn't printed. And I'll shoot something to the printer. So, oh, it's still clogged? Dang, girl. Yeah, if it works, we'll let you know for sure. Hey, Linda.
Hi.
Is it time for our song?
Do you want it to be time for the song?
I'm good if you're good.
Don't
Are you
leave
ready
me.
to go?
Joking.
Oh,
We can go.
I'll
We can go.
stay.
I don't know what to talk about. So, I mean, if
Well, I love the cards. They came out so pretty with that embossing powder on there.
yeah, that's my demo. That's my.
Well, you have to practice, you know.
I can make a design in Design Space, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean once it comes out on paper that it's going to look like I envision it to look, because it's what is it, 2D that we're looking at? It's not. So, it's like, because I envisioned this design
Uh-huh.
and the color I envision, and it's like, I'm even thinking about seeing, I think I have gold and purple vinyl. So I'm thinking about going to see if I can find that. And if I can, to see, no, I hate weeding though. I think I better stick with the embossing because I hate
Okay.
weeding and I don't want to hate the project. But you could do that too, but when you're doing a project in Design Space, until you actually do it physically, doesn't always come out looking exactly like you thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Because I had in Design Space, I have it so that there's a purple border going around, and
Yeah.
and I had in my mind, I was envisioning these fans with all this detail and watercolor pretty, but that did that didn't turn out. See,
Yeah.
That can't even see the boot. It's like, but don't know unless you try it.
You don't know unless you try it. That's right. Do you have the the regular pins? Do you have a set of the regular pins?
For Cricut?
Yeah.
Look,
Good deal. I would just start with regular pens and then go over that with the embossing. Maybe for your lettering use like a marker, but for your design with your fans and your boots, do that with like a fine tip and go over that with the embossing marker,
oh yeah.
and then use the powder and see how that does.
You don't remember things you've sent me, do you?
Bye bye, Scotty. Love you, darling. See you tonight.
You don't remember stuff you've sent me, do you?
I do a little bit.
You're asking me if I have pens, and I have this
I
whole
thought
brand
you
new
had.
that you.
Okay, I thought you did. Okay, I thought you did. I'm just checking.
I'm like, yep,
I
I
couldn't
got
remember.
that for the Joy, and then that box I showed you. That's all for the big
Uh-huh.
Cricut.
All right.
You know, it's like now these infusible inks. I'm just now looking at these.
Uh-huh.
And these are for the big Cricut.
Okay.
These aren't for the Joy, which I can make them work for a Joy if I really, really wanted to, because all I got to do is wrap a bunch of tape around it,
Yep.
make it fatter. But it's a pain in the patootie to do that. So
Okay. If you look over here, Linda, on my screen, you
I
see
did.
that orange thing? You see that little orange thing right there that's hanging up in front of my heat press?
Yeah.
If you go straight down and look beside it, there's a box. You see that box
Oh
on
no.
the floor? Do you know
Yeah.
what that is?
Is that my Cricut maker?
It's your Cricut maker.
Oh, drooling. Literally. I do that anyway since the stroke, but I just made it like flare up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Law doesn't have a bad idea. Print it right on the fabric and put it on a dollar store fan. It's a box. Thank you, Ron. Captain Obvious. All right, dear.
you could probably get those fans that the fabric
Yeah,
itself is sure.
yeah. Dollar Tree has the fans. Oh, he
So
said potassium.
probably me. I probably said potassium words. I've been
You
saying them all.
said you said the S word.
The
That's
box.
why he said potassium.
Danny wants to know what color is the box. It's a box full of colors.
It's a white box mostly, but it has some other colors on it. Got some blues.
Oh, she's talking about the Cricut box.
Yeah.
It's a magical box.
It's gonna put a smile on Linda's face, that's for sure.
Mm, well, that's not hard to do these days.
Well, I do want to try some of the cooler stuff that you've shown me with um, the lanterns and the paper crafting stuff. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
get into trying. I want to try that out. So
yeah. They're
that may be my next little project after I get caught up with everything else I need to do first.
here. Hang on. I think I have a project that I've done in the past that I can show you that I haven't given away. Let's see.
Yeah. Danny, the box is not big enough for anybody to be in. Bye, Ron. Have a good evening. Don't work too hard. I mean, you can fit a fat cat in there, I guess, or a small dog. But I'll tell you this much, the box is big enough that it would not fit in the trunk of the Miata. I had to put it in the front seat and belt it in.
Right, so this project here is like got years of dust on it. So don't look at the condition, but when they're brand new, you know, you make it brand new with paper and everything, and you don't have years of dust and everything collecting. But see,
Oh, how pretty.
see?
That's beautiful. So you can make a whole Christmas village then, huh?
Yeah, and then you put a little lantern in it. I don't know if my lantern even works anymore. It's been in there so long.
Jimmy, the one I was using today is a Maker 3. They've come out with a Maker 4, but the only difference between that and the 3 is speed. I'm not in a hurry. I can take my time. Oh, cool. It's got color too. But
Yeah,
I started out with an Explorer 3. So I've got a Explorer 3 and a Maker 3. But I
my
love the Maker big time.
my elf ran away. He's not in the house.
Oh no.
I need a little Santa elf to go in there, so when the light's on, you get the reflection in the window. It looks like some
Oh,
because you got this big open space in there. It's like the lights are falling off too. I had Christmas lights all around it, and I
oh
put a
heck.
cross on top because it's a church. I made a cross out of just
Oh,
stuck it,
pretty.
but it wouldn't stay. So,
Ah.
but
Jimmy, the Cricut that I've got, I happened across a Facebook Marketplace ad that said someone had a Maker 3, brand new, unopened in the box for $200. These things cost about $450. So I got in touch with the lady. She seemed legit. Drove all the way to Jackson. She was legit. They go to auctions and they had bought a pallet, not knowing what was in the pallet. And apparently there were a bunch of these guys. So we're guessing it's probably Joanne's stock that they had just packed up and tried to, get rid of. So I bought my Maker. Well, 2 weeks later, she's got another ad for the same machine. And I said, well, so I got in touch with her and I'm like, the same deal as last time? And she said, yeah, there was another one on the pallet. And I'm like, I get it. And just look, and she has another one for sale. So, oh yeah, Jimmy, the first edition is way out of date. It has changed so much that this would be something really cool. I think you'd get a kick out of.
first edition,
Yeah,
what?
he's got a first generation that takes the cartridges.
Oh, oh yeah. You can't even use the
That's like a
Well,
cuddle bug.
yeah, they don't make them anymore. I gave my cuddle bug to the step grandkids. Yeah,
Jimmy,
I
I can get you one for $200.
I have the maker when it for the. Let me give you an idea.
Uh oh. Yeah,
You'll see
she cut that. That wood was cut
this,
out with the
this,
banker.
and then I took this and so that I could change it for all different months. Like this was
Hmm.
February, and see, I put the magnet on the back, and I put the wood on, and then I put all my decorations on there, and then
That is
for
so
like
cool.
then I can just
Just change out the holiday, huh?
change out the O for whatever holiday it is for. But I did that. Um, yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff that I've done. Cut out a face to go on this wood bunny, and then I took some burlap ear. Oh, he's so cute, but he's way up there. Um, yeah, I made one that was. I gave it to my son already, so I can't show you. But I did one that was like the square instead of the circle with the slats like that. I did one that was square, and then I cut
Hmm.
out a with the forest trees and a moose, and I put that on with welcome in it for my son.
Very
So
cool.
that turned out really cool. Yeah, and then you can engrave like dog
Yeah.
tags. You can engrave dog tags, thin things like a cake knife, like for a wedding. You can
Look,
engrave.
I have these little aluminum sheets. They're hard to come by, but I think they're 4x4. And I haven't even played with my maker yet. I've got all the blades and stuff that I need to do engraving and all that, but I haven't played with them yet. But anyway, you can engrave on this, and then they also make some that you can sublimate on.
And there's
This
you know
is
how
it. Yep, it's got that infusible ink, so you could actually sublimate on this.
yeah, there you go. That's cool. And then they have wood veneer that you can
Mhm.
cut to, to do different things with. The balsa wood. I mean, it's a very thin wood. So if you're looking to do anything with thick wood, you can't. It's a very thin wood that cuts.
That's what she said.
Do you guys remember when we used to have those wooden paper planes those wooden planes that we would put together, and we
Yes.
would? That's basically the kind of wood that's basswood. That's what those are made of.
Yep. Okay, this is basswood right here. Um, this is 4 sheets. That does it say how thick they are? It just says basswood. I guess that the machine's already programmed to know the size. But I've got basswood. I've got chipboard, the heavy chipboard, and I've got more heavy. Okay, this is 2 millimeter, and this is 1.5 millimeter chipboard. So, but you can cut all this stuff with the machine.
You should take a sheet out if it's not too much for
Yep.
you. Sheet out and
Mm-mm.
show the width.
We'll
Um,
show. Let me
to
get out
get,
my handy dandy knife here.
you can cut mylar for stencils.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people use the dividers that you use like in a binder to
Mhm.
put yeah, I'm talking about dividers. You could actually use those to make stencils out of too. Let's see how thick this is. Oh, that's it. I can hear Danny now.
I miss Ron going back to work. Did he just say that?
Yeah.
Good rest of the
Well,
day, Ron.
yeah. Bless his heart. Let me see. All right. Here we
Um,
go.
you can also engrave on acrylic, thin acrylics. They sell those acrylic things that go into the little light holder thing. So once you
Mm-hmm.
engrave it, then you can put it in there, and then the light shines up and lights up your design. I made one with the deer in the woods for my son a while back.
They had these at Dollar Tree. It's a little acrylic board. It's 4 by 6 inches. I don't know how thick it is, but I got them because why not? Let's see what I can do with that.
Right.
Anyway, but it says basswood. But you see the little example, like they show a dinosaur made with this. I'm still trying to get into it.
Sorry, I'm making you open packages, but people need to sometimes visually
Oh yeah.
see, because when you say, "Oh, you can cut wood with it," people automatically think, "Oh, I can cut a 2x4." No, you
No,
can't.
no.
You can't do. No, that's not how. That's not what's meant by it.
Yeah.
Like
Which I
see,
think people now are going into lasers, but to cut stuff like that.
yeah, I got this
But
dog from the Hobby Lobby or Michael's or somewhere once for a project I was doing, but like
mhm.
you cannot cut. That's too thick to go into the Cricut maker.
Yeah.
So, so
Okay,
that's
here
why.
we go. Well, more tape. God, they believe in some tape, don't they?
Yeah, because that stuff will crack easy because it's thin.
Yeah, it is. Let's see here.
But once you do something with it and it turns out you're just like, oh, I love it. But like if you're cutting out things like I did the home to go onto something else, it's not the main standalone project.
Right.
It And then of course you cut vinyl and all that stuff. I got a welcome sign that is a Shih Tzu, and it says,
Huh?
"Welcome. I hope you like dog kisses." You know, and it's got the little Shih Tzu with the tongue sticking out on it.
Oh, here we go. We're almost there, folks. Maybe someday. Okay, if this gives you an idea. There we go.
That's
Very thin.
Up a little higher. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really thin. It's probably 1 millimeter thick. Hang on, I'll tell you.
Up to 2 millimeters, I think is what
Yeah, I think you can go up to 2.
I think that's what
So
it
here.
said. Oh no, it's been a while because my maker's been down for a while. So
This is like it's about a 1.5 millimeter thickness. It smells good. I love the smell of wood. Kind of weird like that.
yeah,
I've
now
been
I
in my life worked in construction, so that's kind of my
used
love
the
language.
Cricut Explore Air. It was
Hmm.
the first in the Explore series that took the pen and the knife at the same time, or the spoon
Oh.
knife at the same
Hmm.
time. First of those where you didn't have to switch out every time you were doing something. And
Yeah.
I don't know why I said I was. Oh, and that took cartridges. So when I first started, it was taking cartridges also, but they had already had design space. So, but first gen had if I'm remembering correctly, if you're talking about the Cricut that you had to push the buttons and stuff like that, is that what you're talking about, Jimmy? The ones where you have to push the buttons? Because if that's the one you're talking about, that was a complete different software for designing and stuff too.
Well, he said it had the cartridges, so I don't know if it was
Yeah,
the
but
one.
they need a cartridge for it to read the design, but you still had to punch
Oh,
in your sizes and you had to manually input information.
gotcha.
And it did not rely on the internet. You could use it without the internet if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep. Now you've got to have internet to do it.
This is my advice for anybody looking to buy. The Maker can do anything the Explorer can do, but the Explorer cannot do everything the Maker can do. So if you can afford to buy the more expensive machine, which is the Maker,
That's
I
what I
say
would.
Maker, because you can do anything you want on the Maker that you would do on an Explorer, but you cannot do the other way. So like if you were to get the Explorer, they don't have the different tools and things. It's a whole different setup system, basically. So,
Yep.
and
And if you wanted to, you could actually download Design Space and play around with it without even having a machine, just to kind of get a feel for it and see if
yeah,
that's something you want to fool with.
and
There's another machine out there called a Silhouette, a Cameo, or a Juliet, or a, what's the other one? The big one. Anyway, but Silhouette also makes a machine, and I understand its software is more user friendly. You're able to do more with it as far as programming. But if you want just to plug and play, the Design Space is better. But if you know how to program, oh, you can make some amazing stuff on a Silhouette.
um, the thing with that though is you have to pay for the software with the Silhouette.
Yep.
You get the first initial basic free. Okay, the basic is free to use, but if you want, you have they come in increments. Like it upgrades and it's like 50, what used to be $50 for the upgrade, but if you could do it to where you get Silhouette Business. Now say you got the Cricut and you can still use, if you have Silhouette Business, you can make your own SVGs and then upload them to Cricut.
Yep.
So as
And see,
far as cutting machines, everybody I've ever heard, I tried a Silhouette before. I'm a Cricut girl.
yeah, and that's probably where I would be. And there are websites out there like Creative Fabrica is the one that I use the most. That you can make, that you can buy designs that are already made. Or I know, Jimmy, that you're real familiar with Canva. You can actually go into Canva and make your designs and then upload it into Cricut and cut it or print it, or whatever you want to do with it. Like what I'm doing right now with Ron's shirt, I'm doing that with a Cricut, and the only thing I'm doing is I'm printing it on a sublimation printer, the color part, because I want to put this picture on, you know, like it is. So I printed over here on the sublimation printer, but I put it on the maker to cut around it and then to cut the vinyl that goes with it that I put it on, if that makes sense. I mean, you could do the same thing, you'd just be doing it by hand.
So she
And it'd
designed
take a
it,
lot longer.
printed and cutted the sublimation portion of it. The Cricut cut the background portion out of with vinyl. She took the sublimation, put the background on the shirt, and the sublimation onto the background.
Yep. Thank you.
I had to explain my brain.
Now, Jimmy, if you wanted to do, depending on what kind of swag you wanted to make, you don't even have to have a Cricut. You can get a sublimation printer and a heat press. Get a good one. Talk to us before you go out and get one. But like I use the tumbler press to make the cups, and I use that heat press to make shirts, Christmas ornaments, just all kind of stuff like that. That I don't even use the Cricut for. Whenever I get into Christmas mode, I don't touch the Cricut most of the time. It's all
Oh,
on sublimation and heat press.
I'll see now. That's that Christmas time. That's
That's when
when
you shine.
that's it's like we got Christmas in July, and I want to
Yep.
get cards done though before my brain gets into Christmas, because once it goes into Christmas, because there's you could. I wish I had the stuff from out there, but like I made a little gnome box that has acetate in the front, so you can put treats in it for the kids. And then, you make cookie boxes. And so if you make homemade cookies, you can put the cookies in there, gift bags, gift boxes, cards, everything people need at the holidays. That is the extra stuff aside from the present. Or if you're a homemade gift giver, you're going to need something.
Mhm.
You're going to need something to put it in.
Yep.
Oh, it's so, it,
I have a few Kydex holsters myself, Angie.
you need a little gift
Yep.
box, you
Yep.
know.
Now I do like y'all know I like to make my little t-shirts for my grandkids, and like here's a design I'm fixing to uh, press onto a shirt. This is a special vinyl that actually changes colors whenever it gets out in the sun. And like it's white now, but whenever it gets out in the sun, it's going to turn purple. And she's going to love this. This is for Ellie. But I
And
got to go
how
get a shirt to put it on.
Halloween's coming, you get to cut out all the glow in the dark vinyls and put
Mm-hmm.
ghosts and goblins and oh
Yep.
yeah,
And I've got, yeah.
yeah.
Can we make luggage tags? Yes, we can. Absolutely. I
I
sure did.
want a $400 heat press, and my husband is using it to make his gun holsters with Kydex.
Yeah, I've got a few Kydex ones myself.
I don't know what Kydex is. I don't know anything about
It's
gun
a
holsters.
special kind of, yeah, well, it's a special kind of plastic. It's a moldable plastic. It's
Uh,
pretty cool. It never occurred to me to do that. A $400 heat press. How long ago was this? Was it the new, oh, is it one of the big ones or is it an automatic heat press? I'm curious now. I've got
is
an
it
easy press, I've got the mini press, and I've got the big press, and I've got the tumbler press. What else do I?
now? When you say
Oh, the big
easy,
one. Okay.
you're talking about the HTV Ront, right?
Yeah, but it's the one that you push down and it's got the timer on it. It's just like the Cricut one, but it's the HTV Ront one.
Right.
Yes, I'm a
Yeah, I've got my mini press, and then I've got the original easy, the original easy press, the one. It's like not that big, but it's not that small either. But like to
mhm.
do it, I have to move it. It doesn't cover the whole thing, and then I've got my mug press, and then I've got the cup spinner to do the resin with the cups. But then I found out I think I'm allergic to resin because I
Oh,
had a bad reaction to it, so I stopped using it. I've got epoxy. I got the epoxy and stuff out there in my Florida room that I haven't been able to use, and the cup spinner.
mhm. I've looked at that stuff at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and I'm like, no, I've got too many hobbies as it is, so I'm not going to even consider starting anything else. Between the diamond art and the sublimation and the Cricut, and then the craft stuff that I still haven't done anything with, except for that one sign that says "Like a good neighbor, stay over there."
Yeah. I have a sign up there that says, hold on while I overthink this.
Yep, that is so you.
Yeah.
All righty.
Get
Well, I think good.
See, right now at this moment today, I'm limited to this size. This is my Cricut right now.
Mm-hmm.
My little
Give
Cricut
it.
right now. I got
Yeah.
the baby. And so I can do cards with it. I can do I can do different projects, like, and if I want to piece things together, but like to
Mm-hmm.
do for shirts or any, I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
Um, because my printer, sublimation printer, is not working. I
Mm-hmm.
have, I can't even use the infusible inks pens that you sent me because, well, I could if I put tape around them. But anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
sublimation really on my radar right now. So that's all
Yep.
Denise at the moment. Um, I love making the paper stuff. The paper stuff is what I love. I get satisfaction out of it.
It's pretty, and I like making pretty things. And then I really like making silly things. This is right up my alley. This goofy looking flamingo right here. Dwayne came up here the other night and he was like, "What is that?" And I said, "Dude, that's glass." And he just sat up here and howled laughing. He was like, "That is the goofiest thing." I said, "I know. That's why I love it." That's my spirit animal right there. Gladys is my spirit animal.
Yep.
All right, girl. I'm
All
starting
right.
to be able to feel that I've been awake too long. So,
Right. I'm gonna start singing.
all right, darling. Love
Okay.
y'all. See you next week. Okay. Everybody have a good day.
All right. So long. Farewell. La 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 la. Dum, dum.